What's up, everybody? It's your boy EmPtYpKtS. Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we are just 5 days out from Arc Raiders. And I tell you what, I can't personally wait for this game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know at first I had a couple mixed feelings about it between the beta, the server slam, but now we're 5 days out and I'm getting excited. So with that being said, after the server slam, we had a few changes that I just wanted to discuss real quick with you guys and get your feedback on. So, first and foremost, the drones. Hate them, love them, jump on top of them, cheese them all you want. They are going to be changing the sensitivity. Because these drones before, especially in the server slam, were able to see through trees, vehicles, and sometimes even buildings. So they're going to dial back the sensitivity for the drones, making it a little bit easier for us to sneak around the map, not get picked up as quick. Tell me, what do you guys feel about this? And do you think it's going to negatively impact the game or be a positive impact? Alright, so next up is key rooms. So, especially during the server slam, the devs noticed there was a lot of people were finding alternative ways to get into these areas, meaning you didn't need that specialized key. So going forward, especially like the dam tower, the ruins, places of those that nature, they have decided to make it a little bit more harder, if you will, for us to be able to jump off the top of the roof as we're falling. We cling on to the ledge, jump up, and enter the room that way. Some of the areas had holes, where the concrete was blown out. So they have made it to where they've basically fixed these. So from now on, we can't just basically scale a building, jump through areas that were never intended for us to jump through or climb through or fall down from and grab a ledge. So making loot more desirable. So going forward, I think this is going to be a good fix. It's going to make it a little bit harder for us to just cheese the system, and I think it's going to turn people more towards PvP aspect of, okay, what is this guy running from the dam tower? Has he already accessed? Has he had the key? What can we get from this player? So going forward, I think it's a good fix. What is y'all's take on this one? The devs reported that 30 million rounds were played in the server slam. 30 million. That's got to be a record-breaking number out there, right? So if you were one of many that took part in this server slam, what did you come away with? Visual aspects of the game have changed, especially since server test 2, I think it was. Is it because they wanted to slam the servers, they wanted to give people a fair opportunity, so they dialed everything back? What do you see, in your opinion, since they had 30 million rounds played in the server slam, what do you see that you would like to see differently, that you want to have in the game that's currently not there? So one of the fun numbers that came away from the game that I think, and trust me, I was at least 3 or 4 of those, but 2.4 million players were knocked due to the Rocketeer. 2.4. That's a lot. I mean, I know I sadly was destroyed several times. And I must say, I do like the animation of when you get knocked by another player. Just the balling up of the fist, the punch, you know it's coming. I love that aspect of it. When I first saw it, I was beside myself. I didn't know how to act, right? But going forward, I would like to see them maybe add in a few more options for how we get knocked out. Maybe the butt of the gun, kick to the head, head slam into a door, something of that nature. Just something to give us a little bit more animation, so not everything is just one variant. So maybe as the game goes, I know they have a 10-year mark on this, which I think is exciting. How it's going to play out, nobody knows. But going forward, I think we have a lot to look forward to. All right, so next, weapons. The Pharaoh was one of the most crafted. Actually, it was the most crafted during the service line. In your eyes, what weapon do you like? What weapon are you excited about? And going forward, what would you like to see come to the game? Now, with the 10-year plan, the game that the devs have come out and said that they have a decade-long worth of material that they're going to roll out. Going forward, would you like to see maybe modern-day weapons be introduced? Maybe blueprints, more of a, relic-style weapon? Meaning like the M4 at some point with that futuristic look to it. What is it that you're looking for in the weapons? And I'm just throwing things out there. Me personally, I think as the game progresses, that, because this is more of a futuristic game, if they allowed us to bring back some of the modern day weapons that we know today, and even before today, that way we can get that feel of, man, I'm running the M4 or I'm running the SKS, but with the futuristic twist to it. So tell me, what do you guys feel about it? How do you feel about it? And going forward, what is the best weapon in your opinion? Let me hear it down in the comments, okay? All right, moving on. Some of the key points that the devs wanted to put out there, and we've talked about some of those. The stability, okay? So going forward, they have identified, just from the server slam test, some of the stability issues. And they're going to have that fixed, as they say, by release. 5 more days. So going forward, then you have the flying arcs. We talked about that, the drones, aka the drones, right? And how they're going to make them less sensitive to movement, meaning we will be able to move a little bit easier, especially when it comes to hiding in the brush, sneaking around the trees, or vehicles. And then we have the dam tower. So we spoke kind of on that a little bit, basically talking about the keys and how they have fixed those issues where if a room requires a key, they're going to make it, you have to have that key. There is no outside entry going to be available going forward, which I'm all for. I think that's 100% in the right direction. And then, of course, the visual differences. Now, if you were in the beta testing versus the server slam, some of us have noticed the difference, but they've done that mainly for performance, for basically everybody could get out and try the server slam and have fun. But the one thing that I don't see a lot of people talking about is the rubber duckies. I was like personally blown away. Now, I know the rubber ducky thing, it's a fad, everybody loves them. You see them in Jeeps all the time. You're starting to see them in other windshields of vehicles out there. But in the game, I was surprised to see that. So I have only found the yellow one. I haven't really dug too much into it, but if there are different colors out there, let me know. I do know they can cause a distraction. You throw them, they make the little quack noise. But you also, and if anybody knows this for sure, correct me, but I believe you can display them. You can put them on display. But going forward, I'm excited. I hope you guys and gals are excited to play this as well. And hey, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. Let me know what you think. This is my first video of this kind. I'm nervous. Probably can't tell because I've been yapping, but I'm trying. So let me know if you would like to see more content like this coming from this channel. And please be nice. I'll take creative criticism, but don't be overly harsh, okay? I'll be in the corner sitting with my rubber ducky crying, and we all don't want that. Thank you all again for watching. Have a good one, and I will see everybody on lunch.